The Ugly Duckling. In a peaceful farmyard, a mother duck eagerly awaited the arrival of her little ducklings. She sat on her eggs, keeping them warm and cozy. One by one, the eggs hatched, and fluffy, yellow ducklings waddled out, filling the farmyard with their adorable presence. But among the cute and fluffy ducklings, there was one that looked a little different. This duckling had grey feathers, and he didn't quite fit in with his brothers and sisters. They would giggle and quack, making fun of him, calling him ugly. The poor little duckling felt sad and lonely, not understanding why he looked the way he did. Feeling out of place, the duckling decided to go on an adventure to find a place where he could belong. He left the farmyard behind and set off on a journey, his little webbed feet taking him to new and exciting places. As he traveled, the duckling encountered various challenges. Sometimes the weather was stormy, and he had to find shelter. Other times, he met animals who didn't understand him and were unkind. But the determined duckling pressed on, hoping to discover a place where he would be accepted. Winter arrived, and the duckling found himself in a freezing cold pond. The pond was covered with a thick layer of ice, but the duckling managed to survive. He huddled up and waited for spring to arrive. When spring finally came, the ice melted away, and the duckling saw something amazing. Swimming towards him were a group of graceful swans. Their feathers were pure white, and they glided through the water with elegance. The duckling had never seen such beautiful creatures before. To his surprise, the swans didn't chase him away or make fun of him. Instead, they welcomed him with open wings. The duckling couldn't believe his luck. As he looked at his reflection in the water, he saw that he had transformed into a magnificent swan himself. Now the once ugly duckling was surrounded by other swans, his new friends. They admired his beauty, both inside and out. He was no longer alone or teased for being different. The swan lived happily ever after, basking in the warmth of acceptance and love. And so, dear children, the story of the ugly duckling teaches us that beauty comes in many forms. We should always treat others with kindness and acceptance, regardless of how they look. Just like the little duckling who turned into a beautiful swan, we should embrace our uniqueness and appreciate the beauty within ourselves and others.